Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to Nerds Doing Nerd Things. And as you see in the little box underneath us, we're talking about the House of the Dragon. And Susie looks confused about something. I have no clue what it is, but I'm going to ask her anyway, Susie.
So, AJ, you're participating in another show. Are you cheating on us?
No, he needed a co-host, and I'm like, I have nothing else better to do. I could talk about some horror movies that I haven't seen or want to see. Give us a little exposure. And stuff about The Little Mermaid came up, and I kind of dove into that controversy, which, go check it out. It's on the Scene Snobs YouTube page. It's a tongue twister.
Is that the same guy that wants us to do a thingy?
Yes, he wants us to go on his show and us battle to the death verbally. And I told him, I'll have this ready.
Let's do it. It sounds like fun.
It is fun. You know, with him, Randy, we have this nice group of people that we've been encased around. Even though we don't talk to them like every day or maybe not even weekly, they're there and they communicate in our group on Facebook. And it's all fun. They're great people. Go check them out, the Scene Snobs. And the Canned Air podcast while you're at it. So, Susie, we're talking about the House of the Dragon. This was a hell of an episode.
At this point, I don't expect anything less than a hell of an episode.
Was this episode? This was episode 5, right? Okay. And I think there's only 8 episodes.
Officially, the last episode with the 2 actresses that played Rhaenyra and Alicent.
Yeah, they were leading us on to this being the episode where the time jump happened.
Yeah.
But the episode...
I'm kind of excited for it.
The episode's called We Light the Way, and I think that has a lot to do, just the title in general, a lot to do with the Hightowers and talking about what happens in this episode. Because, to be honest, we kind of said, screw it, we're talking about spoilers, and Susie can attest to this. We were good for the first episode.
We were mint for the first episode. That went all out the window, so we apologize. But
here's your spoiler warning.
Here's your spoiler warning. And my husband, you're welcome.
I'm the Iron Throne now. See?
You're only the Iron Throne for your wife.
And my thoughtful best friend AJ. This is a throne built for 2, baby.
Anyway, so the title of the episode is We Light the Big... What was the title? Because now I'm all messed up.
We Light the Way.
We Light the Way. So did you notice how Alicent wore a green dress?
Yes, I did, and they kind of said what that meant at the feast.
So they mentioned in the feast that Alicent or the Hightowers will light a green lantern, calling their people to war.
Yep.
She wore a green dress, calling her people to war.
Yep, and when she was approached by her people from Hightower, we stand with you, we support you, and we happy you're doing well.
Yeah, with your father's leave and all of that other stuff.
Yeah.
Like we thought you would wither in this sun.
Yeah, and Susie, I know you made questions, so let's get right into it without further ado.
So, thoughts on Viserys and his health?
Picture a roller coaster, and I'm just talking about the first hill. Just all right. Pretty much. Or Tower of Terror, if you want to throw a Disney reference in there, Susie, since we leave for Disney in a week.
No, I was thinking of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Where you go up the first hill, you come down, and then you have the second hill that you go up before you go down again, and we're on the second hill.
But they're not singing high. Well, they could be singing Hi Ho. There's a lot of mistresses in these. Hey, you're the one that said it. My brain just, spider-webbed into connections.
Hey, you know what? At least there weren't any sex scenes in this one.
There was not. There was a makeout scene.
There was a makeout scene. There was not a sex scene.
Twas it.
What are your thoughts on the conversation between Rhaenyra and Laenor?
So they're pretty much being betrothed to each other, and the conversation they had was like, "You do what you want, I'll do what I want. But when it comes to being royal, we will be together." That's it.
We will do our duty to our families. So basically, they will have offspring, but they're allowed to have their extracurricular activities,
Which we've seen in many other, well, not many other. We saw in another series that is tied to this, happened quite a bit.
Yeah.
But
so,
no, I think it's actually smart for Rhaenyra to put that out there. Granted, it kind of bites him in the butt later with a smashed in face.
Yeah, I have a question about that, actually.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep,
Go
go to sleep.
to sleep. Thoughts on Kriston and his conversation with Rhaenyra. Did you think for a second she'd go for it? Who do you think she loves more?
Oh, I think she loves him more, 100%. But she has a duty to her father, and
I realized I phrased the question wrong.
okay.
What I meant by it is, what do you think she loves more? Do you think she loves Kriston more, or she loves the idea of power?
Fuck. Power. It's always
Yeah.
power. Like you could tell she cares about him deeply to the point where she
Yeah.
brings up we could still do the porky pork thing, but it's got to be on the low of down.
Yeah, because she realizes that she has a duty.
Duty.
I kind of thought for like a split second that she might go for it, but she's never wanted anything but that throne. She's like, I might shirk my duties, but this is what I've been bred for.
Exactly.
This is what I'm made for. I deserve this. And I think in some aspects she really does deserve this. Yet to be seen how much she deserves it, but thoughts on the wedding. I have to tell you that I saw a meme.
Of course you did.
I did. So there's the red wedding.
The purple wedding and the green wedding.
Uh-huh.
I think I saw the same exact thing.
Uh-huh. So this is the green wedding.
Yep.
As AJ takes out his notebook.
Don't judge me.
I don't generally judge you.
I make notes so I remember past episodes without having to rewatch them. So
I'm actually kind of impressed with that. Nobody can have my memory.
Like, nope. Of course you're not going to show.
No,
I have pages of notes and nothing.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the wedding? Did you like this wedding? Did you?
I think the wedding happened at that time because of what transpired at the feast. Because they were supposed to have a 7-day of partying.
Yeah, so traditionally in a lot of cultures, and I think that's kind of where George R.R. Martin got this from, is you meet up with the betrothed and your family, they each throw like a celebration, tournaments and everything else. At the final day is when you actually wed. Others, you start that first day, you get married, and you have 7 days of celebration that you have to participate in for all 7 days. So, I think it's definitely interesting. I like how they did it. I kind of wish there was more to it, but
well, I think they had to rush it, at least in
this is when my question of, can we just say WTF, Kriston? Like, dude.
Well, it all started with crap. I know his name, Joffrey, the gonna be king lover and everything, puts it in his ear that he knows. And the minute he said that, I'm sitting at my computer, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker gonna die. And die soon.
Yeah, but I mean, before that even happened, we thought something had happened with Daemon. because Damon
Yes.
looked like he was about to kiss,
Yes.
Sarah.
In
And I'm
front
just
of
like,
everybody.
holy crap. Like, dude, do you have no self-restraint? Your niece is about to get married.
See,
And I mean, not for nothing, but you not only your wife,
that
but you
was that was
threatened her
brutal.
cousin.
That was very brutal.
Like, dude. And you can tell he's going after the little sister.
Uh-huh.
Banner's little sister, going after her. I don't know if I'm impressed with this man or concerned. I'm in danger. You are in danger.
So it's
So,
there's so much fuckery going on, and the thing is,
yeah.
it's not like Game of Thrones where it's like we go over here for fuckery, we go over here for fuckery. It's all in the same shot.
Yeah. Because it's not really, it's involving the seven realms, but not really involving the seven realms. So I kind of like this a little better. It's a little more centralized. So you're not
Yes.
trying to focus on like 5 storylines at once.
Mhm.
Which was my biggest complaint with Game of Thrones. But at the same time, I kind of missed focusing on 5 storylines at once. So my last question that is really about this episode is the Queen and everything she has done this episode. Do you think this is the gear up to the war?
Yes. Her wearing that green dress and being late and interrupting Viserys, and literally her look, the way she was talking to the Hightower people, and even Rhaenyra for those 5 seconds. This is going to be one hell of a battle, because I see Viserys going to be gone soon. If not, when the time jump happens, he's not there anymore.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is in this episode, she didn't find out that Rhaenyra lied. Because what the question that Rhaenyra was asked was if she had slept with Daemon. She did not. She did answer that truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody asked her if she lost her virginity.
Mm-hmm.
So the queen found out it was with Kriston, and Kriston should have lost his head, like should have been beheaded because.
And then she stops him from killing himself after doing that.
Yeah, there is something in the works here. There's a reason why Kriston is not dead, and there's a reason why Kriston is.
Because he's going to protect her now. He's going to
either
be her
protect her
bodyguard.
or he's going to be the start of the war.
I can see him.
I feel like she would use him
to try to kill Rhaenyra.
I'll tell your secrets, like I'll betray all your secrets if you don't do this for me.
That's balls.
Yeah.
I'm excited for next week's episode.
I'm like stoked for next week's episode.
And the thing is, I know why they don't upload the episodes ahead of time, or at least the name of the episodes, because they can kind of spoil it sometimes. But I just want to know the name of the episode.
Actually, they did for a while.
It's not on HBO.
Because I knew that the name of the second episode before I had watched it.
But Susie, while you're looking that up, is there anything else you want to hit?
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Rhaenyra and Alicent's actresses? Do you think that they did an amazing performance? Like they lived up to what we were expecting for Game of Thrones? Do you wish that we got to see more of them?
Yes, I wish the whole first season was with them, and then the second season starts that time jump. Because I think both Alicent and Rhaenyra, actor-wise, they're playing their parts beautifully. And I'm sorry if I'm not staring at the camera. I'm trying to form my words here. But they're trying to set this pace because they're letting us in on what's going to cause the war, so we know when shit hits the fan, crap is going to fly everywhere. Right, Susie?
Yeah. So they haven't posted it, but I know that like when I was watching it the other day that they had posted the name of the next episode. But maybe we're just early enough.
Mm-hmm. But Susie, what else you got? Because holy crap,
There was so much in this episode that like I could not sit here and compact it into like a 30-minute thing. Like I couldn't. So I picked the biggest highlights and just went with them.
I can't believe that dude. He just went apeshit and just Joffrey's head just, and then they showed it and it's just all.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Lanner's wail at the end, like that's what really got me.
It curdled my stomach because honestly, we know they're lovers, but even with that wail, everybody else knew them as best friends.
Yeah.
But man.
Yeah, I mean this episode I wish I could see, like I wish that the wedding had gone on for 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the fact that we didn't get to see, Viserys marry Alicent. I hate the fact that, now Rhaenyra's wedding got cut short because her father fell ill. I also thank the Lord every day for the grace of modern medicine, because listening to him go, bring the leeches, and I just
Shudder.
No, thank you, you can keep those.
Keep the slimy bloodsuckers away.
Slugs away from me, thank you. No.
All right, Susie. Well, where could people find you? Unless you got anything left.
That's it. However, you may see some violence here in a second.
Just left arm, just poof. Oh, kind of. But Susie, where can people find you? Because once we cut to 625, you have 30 seconds to just put up a can of whoop ass.
You can find me here, and in 9 days, I will be hugging a wonderful mouse.
Well, maybe not exact. Is 9 days our first park day?
Well, 10 days is our first park day.
So 10 days you'll be hugging a mouse.
10 days I will be hugging.
All right. And for me, we will go to Rob Paulson. All right. Ding, ding, Susie.
Hey, you guys, this is 625 here from Lilo and Stitch. Some people think of me as A.J. Coppola. I don't care. Just follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch at NDTA JalasStar15, and Xbox and PSN at AJ All-Star 15. I should have said AJ All-Star, but I'm a sandwich maker. What the hell do I know? Do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a hot fudge marshmallow tuna fish and ham sandwich. All right? Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
We're back. And Susie has been attacked by both Will and her dog. Kind of losing the battle here. But this was episode 5 of House of the Dragon. What are your thoughts?
Look how cute he is!
Comment below and let us know. Probably all our comments are going to be about the dog now.
Who lose to a face like this?
But we'll catch you next week for the episode 6 review. We've pretty much thrown spoilers out the window now, so hopefully you've seen it. Bye, everybody.
Bitches.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.